Paul, back at home tomorrow against Crewe. Big game for us, really. We're just starting to pick up a bit of momentum up again, aren't we?
Yeah, I think it's one to look forward to for ourselves, because I think last week was a good performance. A little bit disappointed in terms of perhaps the tally of points. You know, we'd like to think that we could have come away with a 3, especially the amount of chances that we created. And you go back the week before, we came away with 3 points and was resilient. So we're coming off the back of a couple of decent games for ourselves. So it's one that we're looking forward to.
Crewe have been struggling a bit, but then they put 3 wins together, beat Peterborough amongst others. So there's definitely some potential in their team, isn't there? Yeah,
and they've gone about. They've changed 1 or 2 bits, whether it's the shape and 1 or 2 personnel. So, and they maybe get 1 or 2 changes again tomorrow. So they're a little bit unpredictable in respect of, like you say, they've beat the likes of Peterborough. They've had a decent little spell where they've had 1 or 2 results in that. So from our point of view, we make sure that we concentrate on ourselves. We try and build on our performance from last week, the amount of chances that we created, the way in which we played, and hopefully we can take that into the home game and give a good account of ourselves.
Yeah, the first 45 minutes against Gillingham, John reckoned it was our best of the season. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think certainly in terms of the possession of the football, in terms of creating of opportunities, I think that's perhaps certainly our best, certainly up there, with regards to our first 45 minutes, especially away from home. It's now sort of finding that level of consistency where we can continue that in the home game and take the game to Crewe.
I was going to say, at home, obviously, it's with us to sort of take the game to them. Just thinking about the squad tomorrow, I mean, with Eisel on the bench last week, Marvin Elliott not involved, they should be back all involved again tomorrow. So it's now starting to look a strong squad and a hard team for John to pick.
Yeah, I think what's happened over the last sort of couple of weeks, and obviously we played a game midweek there in the Senior Cup, we've able to sort of give the players a little bit of a bit of a break. So that's been quite nice. But what it's done, it's given a little bit of competition for places. People have come in and they've acquitted themselves well, they've performed well, and so now the squad looks a little bit more competitive in respect of players coming in, playing well, and giving their manager a nice problem in terms of selection. So that's always healthy, and that's what you're looking to continue to take into the forthcoming games.
And 3 points tomorrow, if we get them, could take us into the top 10. I mean, then all of a sudden, things look a lot rosier, don't they?
Yeah, I think when you look at the overall sort of start to the season, the majority of the teams that we played were in that sort of top 10. Some have been in and been out, but I think and we spoke about it earlier on in the first sort of 10, 12 games, we'd played probably 8 or so teams out that sort of top 10. So it was always going to be difficult. You could see from the fixture list at the beginning of the season it was difficult, and now all of a sudden we're starting to play 1 or 2 teams that are below us at this moment in time. So from our point of view, obviously we want to take maximum points from those games where we're playing against teams that are below us, but also it gives you confidence going into playing other games, whether it be cup games that are coming up imminently, or when you go and play against teams again back in the top 10 that a bit more belief, a bit more competition, and hopefully we can kick on from that.